Good evening, folks, and welcome. Tonight we are going to service, repair if need be. So we're going to need the magic spray as well. So we're going to repair Paul's jukebox amplifier. Good evening, RV. How are you? Hope you are good. And let's just go to camera 2. Camera 2 is flashing, but there's nothing I can do about it. It doesn't matter. There we go. We are on camera 2. Now let's make our way over. Yeah. Right, we've got the soldering iron on. Let me just try and do something about that camera. Just try and do something about it. I don't know whether it's this lead here. Could be. That one's knocking it out. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Right, so let's get that sorted out now. It's that lead, it's got to be replaced. So if I go to number 2, there we go. There we go. That's all I can do really, there's nothing I can do about it. We should be working now. Yeah, I just seen the picture change. See how we go on with that. Not a lot I can do. I'm going to order some. Oh, what the hell's happening here? My chair's getting caught on something. That's it. Right. Well, what I've got here, to move that for a minute. Just before we start, I am expecting a visit off the Mildred, so we know that's going to happen. Where's them bits I got out? Yeah, move them there a minute. Right, what this is a Garrard SRP10, and this is going. It comes with a stereo cartridge which I've taken out and tested and is working. This is going in the Decalion. It's not the original turntable mat, I think that mat's off a Calaro, but it'll do the job. It's soft enough. It's been glued on by someone, it'll do. It's good enough. It's been a nice job been done. So I'll move that, but that's what we're going to be. That's an up and coming project. Put that down there. I'd love to have done that tonight, but we've got to get this done and out of the way. Oh, what we're doing tonight? We're doing this Dansette amplifier from the Dansette Conquest, Dansette Auto Conquest. We've got all the capacitors out ready. We should have them all out ready. We got them all out earlier. We seem to have lost one. Oh, don't do that. Seem to have lost one of our capacitors. Because I had a red one and I don't know where it's gone. I have to get another one out. It's probably ended up on the damn floor. Let's see if I can see it down here. If not, I'll have to get another 0.1 out. It's a 0.1 that I've dropped. Now it's disappeared. Shit. Never mind. Let's get a 0.1. It's not a problem, we've got plenty of them. Oh, do 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 do. Do 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 do. 0.01. I have actually got the Mildred coming in a bit, because he's been and picked up a tape recorder for me. Philips, I don't know what kind, don't know anything about it. All I know is it's 50, all I know is it's cost me 15 quid, it's supposed to be in nice condition, and it's even supposed to be working, but I'll be the judge of that. And I think there's about 7 tapes or something daft with it. There's a few tapes with it, so that's good enough. We'll plug this phone in. Not that we need the phone, but we'll plug it in anyway, and it'll be nice and charged for later. There we go. I'd love to know where I put that bloody capacitor. Never mind, we got a new one out, didn't we? Right. This is the amplifier out of the Dansette Auto Conquest. Now let's just have a look at the chat. Looks more like bloody Harvey. Christ, Harvey, give someone else a chance. Oh no, there's only 2, 3. Hi Harvey. Just tired today, aren't we all? Good evening, Fidelity Fiddlers. Did I say Fidelity Fiddlers? Yeah. Good evening, Robert. Good evening, Pat. Yeah. How many have we got looking in? 12 lookings in so far. So what we've got here, we've got the 3 capacitors to make up the smoother, which is in here. We've got a replacement fuse. We didn't get a diode out, but we will. We've got a 0.1 microfarad capacitor, and we've got a 25 microfarad capacitor. So we're going to get stuck in, as they say, and get weaving. Now let's have a look. Ooh, let's just take the valve out. Don't know whether the valve's any good, but we don't want to damage it in case it's as good as a new one. Maybe knackered, maybe as good as new. We don't want to damage it. We want to just leave it safe. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off, because I can get at most of this. This amp's made by AMC, whoever they are. But I suspect that most of the amps that we used came from Mullard. But there again. Good evening, Simon. Good evening, Paul. Oh, don't worry about it, Paul. Don't worry about being late. And that's the switch spray gone on the floor. We'll get that back after. Don't worry about being late, Paul. It's, you know, better late than never, as they say. Yeah, this sucker doesn't quite fit. Yeah, this sucker doesn't quite fit. That's no problem, because I did the other one and we got it out. It takes a bit longer. Yeah, it's a bit narrower. What I might do, I might drill a hole in it. You know, make the hole a bit bigger so it can. Oh shit. It's got that one. Well, that one's a bit stiff. I don't mind. Well, we've got this one to do and that one there. Oh, you cunt. Right. Oops. Let's take that wire off. Take that wire off there. Oops. Then we can, once the wire's off, there we go. What they've done there, I think they've, oh no, I thought they bent it over, they haven't. There we are. Let's see if we can walk that out now without lifting anything. Mind you, we won't because of that one. There we are, we did. Now just clean all the holes up. Oops, that pad's loose. We're not going to mess with that one. Right. So what we want to do next is put our new capacitors in. So look at our old one. In fact, what we'll do, we'll test the old one first. See how bad it actually is. I mean, it's not going back in. It ain't going back in, there's no two ways, we don't do that. Once it's been desoldered and taken out, it's never going back. Right, let's have a look on the old open circuit low capacitance. So we'll give that the benefit of the doubt and we'll try it another way around. But I'm pretty sure. Try again, because open circuit low capacitance. That one's okay, that's 34 microfarad. And that one there is not even getting the reading. 19, that'll be the 22 one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try again here. Yeah, that section's knackered. So what we do now, we'll look at to turn that off. So that needed to come in, didn't it? Needed to come out. So what we'll do, we'll look at which way this went in, and we'll look at the symbols on our capacitor as to which one goes where, because we don't want to put the 25 volt one where it's 2 foot, where it's where it should be 275. We don't want to do that, do we? So what we'll do, we'll turn that back round to there. Our square is 32. So, and the biggest one here we've got is 32. So, put it round that way, so it's 32. 32 is the square. Yeah, which goes to the rectifier here. So that's 32. So he wants to go that way around. The 22. Hang on. Yeah, that 32 is that one. So what's this one here? The triangle is the 16. So really I would like this one. That's the 16. So really I'd like this one to come over this side. Bend that out of the way. And put that over that side. There we go. Straighten that up. And that's how we're going to do it. So yeah, the 16. So it's well, you can see a marked on here actually. Yeah, you can. How about that? 16. I need to get this one here in position. Yeah, that's the square. Top one there's the square. That's the square. That's ground. Hang on. That one there. then the triangle. Get in there, you bugger. There we are. Now we can slide them in, slip this one up, there we go, so it stood up. Make sure that nothing's shorting anywhere. So just make sure that we're dead right, because I like to be certain. Right, so that one's, so we've got one here. So that one's your HT because it's going to your rectifier. That one's your 32, that one's your 32, that one's your 16, which is right. Yeah, it's right. And that one there's your 25, which is right. And I'm not going to clip a lot of these because I'm going to bend them over and then I'm going to solder them, because the pads on these boards are not brilliant. The pads on these boards are not brilliant. So I'm going to get me soldering iron, my solder wire, get me solder. I'm going to rest, well, say I'm going to rest that on there. See if we can rest to the other end of the amp. There we go. Right. So I want to, I don't want to leave all that wire on there. We'll clip some of that one off, not all of it. There we are. Right. Do. Right. It's that one. We'll clip some of this wire off. There we go. Solder our ground back in. Now let's have a look at that. Oh, it feels good. Oh, hang on. Where have I put the solder? I put that goddamn solder. Ugh. I mean, I've got some in front of me here, but I've not soldered one of the wires on. soldered the there we are. See how we are with that. Oh, good and tight. So that's the 31 in, that's correct. That's the 25, which is correct. Now that better not be the fucking ground. If it is, I've just made a mistake. Because the ground no, I think no, I'm okay. There's the ground. So there's the ground. Yeah, that's your. That's correct. And there's that little one. Little tidgy one there. Make sure that everything is right and nothing is touching. Shouldn't be. No, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, the 16. Yeah. Yeah, the 16, which is that one. The 32, which is that one. And yeah, that's the 25. You can tell by the thickness of the wires. But, you know, if you're never sure, double check, doesn't hurt. Nobody will ever go at you for double checking. Because everything's have to be right. Now, where's that other one? Might not be able to clip that one. There we are. Right. That is our capacitors done for our smoother. Now what we'll do this fella here. And what we're going to do, we're going to clip him, because there's no way we've got a capacitor that'll go from there to there. So we'll clip him there. Positive, just lift. Like that end's negative. Wow. There we go. Right, and the positive goes to there. So let's just fit this first, then we don't accidentally forget. So what we'll do, I've not got my little J-hook pliers up here. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll just use these. Just to get us our mechanical connection. Right. And the positive is towards me, and the negative is the other way. So I'll come back to the chat in a couple of minutes. Get him fitted. Get in there, you. Don't know how I managed to get that. Get in. There we go. Bend that over, that's why it come out. Bend over. Get here. Yeah, that's right. That's it. Bloody hell. That doesn't want to go on there, does it? What a nuisance. Get here. Yeah, so we probably won't look at that tape recorder tonight, but we will if we get this done. Now, squeeze that down. And that there. Solder our joints together. We've got a good mechanical connection. Now we'll yeah, that is a brilliant mechanical connection. Doesn't even move when I heat it with a soldering iron. Right, now it should just come across, come under here, shift that over the way, and I think that has to be soldered on through there. It does. It does. It has to go through there, so we need to bring... Can I get to that? Talk about sucking off at an angle. Yeah, that's how it was done. That was fed through there, and luckily enough we're not going to have to get down there with the cutters because there's hardly any going through it. Are we going through? Don't know if we've gone all the way through. Looks like we have. Can I do it through this side? I've got a piece of wire here, man. We'll just see if we get the clearance. Yeah, we're through. There we are. Felt that go through that hole there. Yeah, there it is. Bend it over. If I don't bend it over, it will just pop back straight out. And I think I can just get down there with the soldering iron without taking the transformer out. Because I don't want to take the transformer out. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, that's all good. And then all we do is we solder this back to that. And that's the job done. Well, near enough. Where's my piece of solder gone? There it is. Whoop-a-doo. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Yeah. Right. Let's do one more capacitor, then we'll cut, and then we'll have a look at the chat. And can I get to this one? Yep. I think that's the as it sucks it off, yeah. Oh, hang on. And what we'll do now, we'll fit this, and we'll see if we can move the wires. We don't want the wires near the valve. That's the trouble. So what we'll do, we'll get through there. Yeah. Come on, get in there. I can get in there with the clippers, no problem. So we can solder that. This is a nice easy one, I mean. I haven't had to take the transformer out. There we are. That's in. Yeah, I hope I can get down there with the clippers after boasting. I think I might have trouble getting to that one. So I'll bend it over and then clip it. There we go, that's all you do. Now, so your capacitor's changed, Paul. So your capacitor's done, mate. We'll have a look on the, what we'll do now, we'll undo this here from, so we can move this and we can spray the controls. I don't think there's any capacitors under here that need to be, really need to be changed. And I forgot these are steel and stick to the magnet. Come on, you bugger. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll get the controls sprayed in a minute. Separate the two halves. They're actually not a bad amplifier, these. These were actually one of the most. These were actually one of the decent amplifiers that got that Dansette actually produced. Right, where's my spray gone? It went flying off here. That means it could have gone anywhere. There it is. Just there we go. Put me glasses back on. Let's lift the top off. There's nothing in here that needs to be changed. It's all lovely. Look at this. You don't need to change any of this. Just lubricate, clean the controls really. Oh, that's a bit stiff. What we'll do, we'll spray a bit down there as well, and what we'll do, we'll put a bit of oil in those. That's it. That's all we needed really, is just the crap to come off. There we go. That'll do. Next one. Oh, I can't even turn that. There we go. Couldn't even turn that one. I can now. Oh, we're getting there. Why does that keep appearing? Don't know why. Get a bit more up its arse. There we go. That's it. Give it a, there we go. See, the on-off switch is nice and easy. Well, it's not as stiff as the other two. There we go. But I will run a little bead of oil down these, because they're not supposed to be that stiff. Give it a push in and out. Can't do it with that one. That's a bit better. Just try and get a bit more of that down there, because it'll free it up. So there's the gap. There we go. What it'll do, it'll break all the gunge. There we are. That's better. Hey, 21 people watching, and that's only what's being displayed. I know there are people that do watch in groups. There we go. Right, so all the controls are clean. Do we need to leave that separate? Yes, we do, because we have to do the fuse holder. So we have to leave that separate because we have to do the fuse holder. So what I'll do, I'll undo that there. There we go. And I normally use this little bracket for attaching it, but I'm not going to in this case. I only do that on where I can't get in with a nut and bolt. But I can get in with a nut and bolt, I can get a nut and bolt in there. So what we'll do, we'll get the screwdriver under the rectifier, lift it out. There we are. Leave that connected for now. Because what I normally do, I normally use that as the thing, but I've got plenty of nuts and bolts, and I'm going to nut and bolt that. I can nut and bolt that to here. I can nut and bolt it to there, or even there. So we're alright with that. So let's come to the chat for a few minutes, and let's not think about that for a minute. Oh, I need the glasses on to read the bloody computer. Right, so let's come down a bit, because Alright, good evening everyone. We've said hello to Robert. Simon, we've said hello to Simon. And yeah, Mark, what's his name, hasn't been on for a bit, has he? Mark, what's his name? Begins with an A, I can't remember his name. Not been on for a bit, I hope he's alright. Why are you so tired today, Harvey? Simon's asking. Not sure, just tired. Alright. Not enough peanut butter. I bought a jar after you mentioned it. I don't like peanut butter. Can't deal peanut butter. Robert's back, he must have disappeared. Can anyone answer? Oh, Simon's asking Robert Cross, can anyone answer? Robert. Yeah, I can hear you, Robert. Oh, I can't hear you, I can see you actually. Well, I can see what you're putting up. Open the C-map. Good evening, C-map. Sci-map, even. Open the Garrard SP25 Mark III today, Andy, and lifted the turntable, and the rubber washer had perished on the shaft. What size are they, and where do you get them? You can actually use a small O-ring. if you buy an O-ring kit, you can use a small O-ring. The size is not really important, as long as it's in there. It does have to be there because it helps with rumble. But just get a small O-ring out of an O-ring kit, that should do it. But without measuring it and getting the caliper out and finding one, I couldn't say. I have an amplifier over here. Over a year ago. Went up in smoke. It popped an IC chip. I replaced the IC chip. It went again. What would be... Would that be a smoothing capacitor? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Check the voltage going into the chip, and also check the stuff around the chip. Resistors, capacitors, diodes, anything that might be there. That's all you can do is just check it. The fault could be caused by many things. When the circuit is the chip, yeah, left hand channel, I thought it would be. Yeah. I only work on hand wired gear, so I'm not sure, Robert, that's Harvey. Yeah, I tested transistors with multimeter, and when I get a chance I'm going to test them out of the circuit. Do you know what stage of the amplifier it is? Yeah, audio output probably. Audio output. TDA 7265 is shorting on... I use a transistor. Yeah, you got to use a transistor checker. Really, you can use a multimeter, but put your hand in your pocket, Robert, and buy a transistor checker. It's a TDA 7265. It's shorting out on pins 2 and 4. Right. Is the short still there when the IC is removed? No, it won't be, it goes away. There are 2 filter caps connected. 3300 UF at 25. Well, I'd replace those. Right, well, I would replace those. I'd certainly replace them and look for any diodes. Good evening, SDEX. Good evening, Adrian. I think that pins and 2 and 4 are speaker left and right outputs. And yeah, but is it a speaker? Is it a capacitively coupled? Is the speaker going through a capacitor to block the AC, to block any DC? If it is, it could be that cap. The speaker coupling cap. Could be that. Right, well, use your transistor checker, Robert, it's more accurate. It'll tell you a damn sight more than what a resistor, than what a normal, yeah. Well, I'm glad you get it. I'm glad you're finally taking the plunge, SciMap. I think that's how it's pronounced. I might have finally worked that one out. I was glad to see you finally taking the plunge. No, what is direct coupled? Right. Right, so it's direct coupled. Right. Without seeing the amplifier, it's hard to say. Without actually having it physically in for even the circuit, it's hard to say. But is there two chips for left and right, Robert, or is it a single chip solution? Is it one chip that drives both amps? I would imagine there'd be a chip for left and right channel. There is a possibility there could be two chips in there. I wonder why this keeps popping up. It's as if I'm pressing for tools and stuff and I'm not. And I'm not, so I don't know what the issue is with that. Anyway, never mind. Right. So it's just one chip for both channels, yeah. So basically it's a stereo amplifier in one package. Right. Yeah, stereo chip, yeah. I'm with you now, Simon. Right, well I would replace the two capacitors that you mentioned. I would look at replacing them. I would also put another chip in, but I wouldn't turn it on. I would check to see if there's a short between pins 2 and 4 before the IC is powered up. The make of the amplifier is Pile. Right, 2x 120 watt. What, on a chip? Wow. Yeah, side map. Yeah, I thought I'd finally work that out. Takes a bit of time sometimes. Right, well, if you lot will bear with me. I can't sit here chewing the fat with you all day. I've got an amplifier to rebuild, haven't I? To finish off. So let me go and get my diodes. We'll get a diode. I wonder why that keeps popping up. I don't know. Not got a clue. Might be something on the bloody screen or something. Probably something wrong with the touch screen. I don't know. It works alright, however. I mean, it doesn't lock up or freeze or, you know, tell me I can't do anything. I still think, even though it's doing that, I still think it was worth the money I paid. Because at least the damn thing works. Right, so what we need now is a nut and bolt. If I can find one. I need a nut and bolt. But we needn't worry about that for now. What we need to think about to begin with is what's happening here. Good evening, Judge. Nice to see you. Got an old LP today to give a run on the hacker later. Popcorn from Hot Butter. Can't believe it is 50 years old. Wow. Well, that's right. Only I don't know it stopped for a couple of minutes after you, a couple of seconds after you lot. But that being said, it is a good idea, because the main reason why I got this was so that I could see what I'm doing, and if I can see what I'm doing, then you lot can. Right. Right, let's put one of these in it. Well, this is a 1N5 399, and it's my last one, and it's a shame because that's what I put in all of them. They've all got, all the ones I've done have got one of these in them. Anyway, and they seem to work, so pretty much anything in that box will work, apart from anything weird like Zenas. So what we'll do next, I'm going to see if one of these screws will fit there. No, it won't. That's a shame. I could have nicked one of them. Right, so what we'll do, we'll disconnect. We'll disconnect. Let's get this disconnected. There we go. That's one off, but I'm going to have to snip that anyway, because it looks like it's been massacred. And this one here, we'll just get this. Come on, you. That's the recce out. Right. What I might end up doing is just end up using that, because I could be there all day looking for a nut and bolt. Take this out of here. Come on. There we go. Straighten them up. Yeah, straighten them. Makes it easier to pop it back through. And what the idea is, close that for a minute. Put that back over there for a minute. Let's get my fuse holder with my fuse. Don't say I've lost my goddamn fuse holder. That will really do me head in, because where's my fuse holder gone? That will really do me head in if I've lost that, because it means I've got to get another one. And another fuse, there it is. So I've already got the fuse and the fuse holder prepared. So what I'm going to do here, I'll lift the fuse out, and that is just big enough to go into there, but we don't want it there like that. What we want to do is clip a bit of this out. Yeah, I've just There we go, we'll just take out what we need. Get it below the fuse. Then what we'll do, we'll get the file. And what we'll do, we'll file a groove into it, you see. It's actually going to be easier to just, might be easier to just snap a bit out of here. That's got it. I think it's broke the fuse holder. No, it hasn't. Just broke the bit of want breaking actually. There we are. It's actually just broke the bit of want breaking. So let's clip that one in half. Ah, you bugger. Let's try it once more. But I'm going to use the file this time. See, all I want to do is file a groove just so that the metal that I'm putting in across here can never ever touch. The fuse. That's all we're doing. So if I now go to there, the wall of it, there we go, soon files that down, doesn't it? I mean, I'll use them other broken fuse holders, I'll use them in stuff for myself. See, we just need a groove on each side. I've got a perfect, that one there's perfect. That's perfect, that. We just need to do the same here. Just take that off top off that. Just take that off so it's a trough. That's the Mildred. Hello, Mildred. No worries. Okay. Okay, see you in a bit, Mildred.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye, mate. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was the Mildred. Gonna drop my tape recorder off in a bit, so we'll probably have a look at that tomorrow day or something. Now let me put my metal piece on here now. Now that looks good, and there's no way. See, because what I'll do, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to trim this down here, and what I'll do, I'll straighten this end here, try to. Gently, so that we don't. There we go. Now all we do, we put that there and we do it like that, you see, so it goes nice and tight. Bring that. To there. And that's tightly boxed in. Then all we do bring that to there. Now what we need to do is have a look at where we're going to put our bend. Put that through there, and we may have to be, let's just check this, may have to be a bit shorter. Yeah. Right, that's going to go through there. So we need to be a bit shorter, and this might be snap now, which it has. We might end up using the nut and bolt after all. So that's. But that being said, maybe not. Let's lift that to there. It's a bit further away than where I like it to be. But if I was to bend that, would that go down there then? That goes into there. Yeah, it would. Just got to clip these little ear things off here. It's got that one. It's got that one. Put the fuse holder back in. Slip that back into there. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. If I can just where have you gone? There you are. Right. Put that in that way. Then feed that in there. we've got it sussed. I'll have a look at the chat again soon. I'm just gonna let's put my fingers up there. Try and get the fuse holder in. Some of you are probably thinking I could have used a nut and bolt and had it done, but the trouble is it's finding all the bloody hardware. Push that up. Now what I need to do is bend that into there, and actually that's gone perfect to how I want it. Get my pliers on there if I can. Pull it through. And bend it over. Come on, bend over. Right. I would like that a little bit tighter. It's not going to touch anything, but I would like that a little bit tighter than what it is. So I'll get it on there. That's got it tight there. There we go. There's a bit of movement in there, but to be honest with you, there's no way on earth that that can actually touch. That's good and tight. I'll put a blob of glue in there as well, but there's no way on earth. So what we'll do is resolder that. We can reuse the end. I thought it was a bit mullered, but it's not. It's alright. There we go. In fact, I can put this actually back together now, so we're not having it swinging about. Because there's no work under there to do. There's capacitors under there that don't actually fail, so don't need to be replaced. So we're not. Right. Let's get the get in. There we go. Let's get this lined up. We'll get the screws in it. That's it. Dee 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 dee. Right, the screw's gone up into, the nut's gone up into, the bolt's gone up into the bloody. Can't get the damn thing out. I hate it when you can't get when they do that. There we go. You can't bloody get in to get the damn thing back. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. That's all right. We make sure we tighten these up good and proper. That's a bit on the tight side. We can move that down there a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. There we go. Straighten them up a bit. There we go. That's done. Now what we'll do, we'll put our rectifier in. Yeah, we'll put our rectifier in. That's good because the wire just reaches. So it might be better. Let me have a look. See which way I want to do this. I mean, there's no right or wrong way. Well, you could put your diode in the wrong way around. I suppose there's that, but just put that there, put that there. Yeah, we can do that because, no, we'll do that. Do the original, no, I hate getting indecisive. See, I mean, there's no restriction to putting it there, I'll just put it here. One wire, that's the one. That's good. No, that's not going to go anywhere. The fuse holder has got a bit of slop in it, but it's not going to go anywhere. That won't move. Lovely. Brilliant. And the diode just goes from there to there. Bend that up. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere, that. Just make sure. No, there's no way that can touch anything. So what we'll do next, we'll just take that round there. Go under there. Yeah, we've got a nice big blob of solder there for it to congeal into. There we go. Right, that's the pickup wires, motor wires, power lead. All we've got to do now is test this out. Well, pop a fuse in it. See if we can find a speaker. Because I'm not going to put it together till tomorrow. But I've got to find a power lead for it. So I probably won't test it tonight. I'll probably test it tomorrow. But there again, I can't seem to see the speaker I'm looking at. There it is. We've got a speaker. So what we'll do, we'll put a speaker on it. We shall bloody well test it. What do you think, folks? Should we test it tonight? Shall we test it? We're alright with those, they're all out of the way. Stretch them so we don't catch anywhere. There we go. Who thinks we should test it right now? So I don't want to run it for too long because this is only a 4 ohm speaker. This has 2 speakers in it wide in. I think it's 2 8 ohm speakers wide in parallel. So it sees a load of 4. Oh, it should be alright. You'll see a load of 4 ohms, won't it? Let's glue the speaker onto the output transformer. Yeah, we're going to damn well test it right now. Are we? We are. Yeah. Let's get a bit of solder. I'm not going to put any music out through it, but I'm gonna do I'll do the hum test. See if it hums. Just pull the valve out so we can put the clip over the other way. Let's turn the power switch on. Oops, put the speaker that way up. Let's get the safe block, if I can remember where I dropped it. Down here. Shit. Right, let's give it a last look over to double check everything before we commence. And I think hang on. That's going across there, that's going down there. Yeah, we're okay. Thought we had a bit of a short there, we haven't. I like to double check things. Have I got, what's this? A text message. We had a missed call. Doesn't say who from though, does it? Oh, it was me, I couldn't get through on the phone. I know who it was, it's friends of mine. My friends Anne and Mark. Right. Set that down. Make sure everything's out of the way. That's the pickup, it's the one we want. So we'll just alive. That goes to the cartridge. Are we ready? Are we ready? No, we're not going to put the oldest swing, we're not going to play a record. We're just getting everything ready. I'm nervous, I always get nervous. I always get nervous before I switch on. Never mind, here it goes. Well, we're lighting up. There you go, folks. 1 amp repaired. There you are. Working. Working. And there we go. Let's come and have a look at the chat then, shall we? I'll just ring my friends up and tell them it was me. Aye. Right. Great job, thanks Robert. Thank you everybody actually for give that man a cigar. You were all expecting a bloody big bang, weren't you? Be honest. I bet you were all expecting a bloody big loud merciless bang. Yeah. One day that'll happen. And then I'll tell you it was deliberate. That's that done. The change is done. That's done. So if the Mildred gets back early enough, we'll have time to have a look at the tape recorder I purchased. And given that it's Philips, if I don't fucking like it, I'll sell the fucker to Harvey. Or Steve. Well, I'll give it to Steve, because I get plenty of record players and stuff off Steve, so I don't take money off him. That valve was getting worn quick. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It works. Yeah, we don't have to change any resistors. You very rarely have to though. The only Dansette amp that I know of that goes fully on resistors is the one in the RG31 radiogram. What time are we on anyway? 8:38. Is it 8:38? Let's have a look at my phone. It's easier. And why is that staying lit up? There we go. Yeah, 8:38. Yeah, if anybody wants to buy me a coffee, if anybody thinks I've earned a coffee, then by all means buy me a coffee, although nobody is under any obligation. It's simply a request, not that you have to. So everything's done here. As they say, my work here is done. Yeah, order them up and put them in and try that. Cheers, Harvey. Yeah, it's I mean, it's not, let's face it though folks, it's not rocket science, is it? I mean, you know, it's a good skill to have though. It really is a good skill to have. You know, Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Paul. I'm staying on. Because what we're going to look at in a minute, because now we've got your amp squared away, I'm going to move this box of diodes and stuff. And what we're going to do, we're going to move your amps, disconnect the speaker. What we're going to do next, disconnect the speaker. No, I'm not going anywhere yet, Paul. Don't worry about that, guy. I'm not going anywhere, mate. I'm staying here. I'm staying like shit stuck to a blanket. I'm gonna hang around like a fart in a Volkswagen. They can go in the bin in a bit because there's my solder I lost earlier. I can't believe it. Nah, it's gone on the floor, pick that up later. Can't believe I chopped through a fuse holder. It happens. Phew, none of us are perfect. I mean, that can go in the bin. That can go in the bin. Ow! Bit my hand with the soldering iron. That can go in the bin. Not my hand. No, the soldering iron, that capacitor. Put my solder over here. Oh shit. Oh. Keep my fingers away from that because just in case there's any rogue HT, we don't want to get an electric shock. We don't like them. I mean, if we have to endure an electric shock, then that's going to happen. But if we don't, now what we're going to look at now, because I'm not going anywhere, what we're going to do now, we're going to have a quick look at my latest purchase. We're going to look at my little baby garage I bought, because why not? Right, this has got a few issues. Let's get the record player servicing stuff out, because we need it. Where's the cotton buds? They're already out on the desk, on the bench even. Now, as I said earlier, I don't do birthdays. You have to buy people a gift. You know, you have to. I don't mind wishing somebody happy birthday for that you know, it doesn't cost anything. It's like BT used to have their advert. I can turn the soldering iron off here. That wasn't it. But they used to have a slogan, didn't it? It's good to talk. Of course it bloody was. They were getting the bloody money for the phone calls. Right. So what we've got here, we've got a Garrard SRP 10. This is a little small Garrard turntable. It looks like it's got an all plastic arm. It's not. This is metal. This is plastic. But this is metal. I think it's metal. It feels metal. It's cold. It feels metal. Yeah, it feels magnetic as well. Let's get a bit more. I'm sure that's metal. Yeah, it is. You can see where the paint's scratched. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah, it's metal. Yeah, that's metal, that. Or some sort of, yeah. Now, what the issue is with this is, if I take off the turner table, I'm surprised they put a plastic centre spindle in there. That might not even be the one. Yeah, it is the one they fitted. Surprised they put a plastic one in. Or is it? No, it's not. Is it? No, it's cast. I thought it was. No, it's cast. I thought it was plastic. It looked plastic. It ain't. It's actually part of that there. It's cast. Anyway, same routine. Turntable upside down. Now, I've never done one of these before, and I don't know why that spring is stuck up in the air like it is. And I've never done one. I don't have the manual for it, I don't think, and I think that spring is supposed to be that way up. That's the way it's staying, because the deck seems to do something when you do that. See? Right, so what I'll do, I'll zoom in a little bit so that you lot can see what I'm doing, because somebody will say, well, we can't quite see. This is very disconcerting, because I'll see it zoom in a second. There's me that I can see me playing with the arm now, moving the deck. You've already seen all that. You could even be seeing it now. And I've just picked up the remote control. There we are. Now, how's the motor? Well, the sleeve on the 78 RPM was lifting off. It's just pushed it down, but the motor feels good. Let's get the idler off. But it's got some dirt and grunge. There's the fibre washer. The idler, yeah, looks good. I've got some of them anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's not, because I've got some. Get the other washer, because we don't want to lose anything. Now, I want to see how much of this will clean, and then I might have to see how much of this will clean. Because it's got rust on it, you see. It'll probably work, but I'd rather get it looking good. Yeah, them washers, they're not a problem. Let's see how much of this will clean. Yeah, a lot of this is coming off. That's stiff there. That's not. That's supposed to move and it doesn't. It's seized, so that's going to take some doing. So. Might have to put some of this in white vinegar. Because it's A lot of it will clean off. A lot of it will clean off, it's just the rusty bits. We're not going to strip it completely because, not at this point we're not, this is the Mildred. Hang on there a minute folks. Hang on Mildred. Hang on. Oh. Right. I'm here. I'm here Mildred. You only have to knock once. I'm here. Shouting I'm here.
You didn't shout.
Come in. I did.
I've got to go. Come on.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I've got to go.
What she doesn't get out?
Onto the hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall. Yeah, what have I bought? Oh, is that what I bought? You just farted?
No, we're trying, but it
You
won't come
dirty
out.
bastard. Don't you?
I put the fiver in my tank.
You would do. Do
Yeah,
that.
yes, I've come.
Fucking fibre in your
Right,
tank.
I'll give me board, I'm going.
Yeah. Right, well I've had what I've done, what you'll have to do Mildred, I've checked in for shorts
Yeah, no, you told me.
and there's no shorts here.
No.
And when I disconnected that there's no short.
Right, so it is that fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well it needs that
Right,
replacing.
Have a look.
Right, I'll let you shut the door behind you Mildred.
Will do. I like to say, I've not plugged that in, it's in my car. But it is
Right.
tidy. I think I don't even know if the microphone, is you something missing off there?
I don't know Mildred, I'll have a look.
Or did it fall out in my car?
Probably fell out of your car.
Well, have a look, it's there, I'll drop it off. If
Right,
it's not,
so-
I'll in the bloke say, where's the fucking side?
Yeah,
He didn't show the side of it.
right,
Unless it's in that bag.
okay. Right. Now. So let's get back to it, shall we folks? Right. Yeah. I just want to see how bad this is, and that speed change doesn't work. This will all clean up, I mean, of course it will. I might have to strip it and put it all in vinegar. Or let's start by trying to get some of it free, because this doesn't move and it needs to, because it's all seized up. Look at it under there, it's a bit of a, it's actually not too bad, it's a bit of a mess, but it's rusty on the arm, that needs to be dealt with. I mean, a lot of it will come off. So I mean, look at that. Yeah, I've already used that end. Put the ones I've used there. Right, so what we need to do, the motor's not seized luckily enough. But what we're going to do, I'm going to spray some of this stuff, because that's supposed to move up and down that and it won't. There we go. If that fails, it'll be heat. There we are. There you go. Will the speed change work now? So what we'll do, we'll disconnect that. Yeah, we need to, that needs to come off. It is working now though. That's not too bad. Is the speed change working? No. But at least that is. And that's seized as well. Because that's seized onto there, and that shouldn't be seized onto there, that should move. And that hurt then, I just, bloody hell. So, if I hold that there, and then I turn that there we are. See, that's sort of, see, it's not grease that's holding that. See, that now works. So that's now free. I need to get this out because this they're a pain in the ass to get off these damn springs. It's got to come off though. There we are. Right. There we go. Luckily I haven't cut myself. What deck is this? The reel to reel, it's a Phillips. Yeah, it's a Phillips reel to reel RV. It's probably got the same issue that that one that you're getting off me's got. Probably got a rotten belt. But we're not going to look at that at this point in time. We want to get some of this to part so we can get it in, so we can try and get it in vinegar. The clips are okay, they're all nice and clean. This has just been kept somewhere where you'd rather it wasn't. There we go. Now I need to get that there needs to come out. That needs to come out. And I think you press that in there. Yeah, you press that in there. And then you jiggle it. Okay, now. Yeah, you jiggle that. And then that should. Let's just disconnect that spring so I don't knacker the spring. It's almost certain you're going to open one end of the spring. And they can't get that out that way. So that has to come through the same hole. There we are. I'll show you how rusty and dirty these parts are in a minute. Phew, this is bad news. What I'm trying to do now, without stretching the bloody spring, is disconnect the spring from the speed selector. There we go. Take that out of there. I'll leave that because that doesn't have to come off. That doesn't have to come off, because I oil that. I'll tell you what, you know, I scraped that, I cleaned that before with IPA, it wouldn't come off. Yet I can scrape it with my fingernail, it comes off. So what I might do is give these parts a good wash in. This is alright. I'll give these a good wash in the sink. The motor looks okay. The motor will be taken off for ease of convenience of getting the job done. I'm not going to do that right now. The main really worst components, the really bad ones that needed to come off, that's part of the arm switch. And that doesn't need to come off because all that works. All that works, and it even shuts off as well. So all that works. So what we're going to do, what we'll do now, we'll put this out the way. We've got the main stuff we want to put in to the vinegar. So I can prop that up against there. And we'll put the IPA away for a minute. Now, according to the guy, this thing works, but I don't take anybody's word. It's got a chip in the case there, in the grill. We've got a power lead here. Should have there's a lead here. Oh, got a lead there, 5 pinned in. Lead there, whoops. Yeah, the 5 pin, is there a mic in there? No, there's not. Anyway, you can't ask for a can't have everything, can you? Yeah, it's Phillips. Oh, yeah, it is, it's Phillips. What we'll do, we'll zoom out a bit because you might not be able to see it all. There we go. Let's lift the top off. Well, there's a tape on it. Should we just that must be a volume. Not got a clue. Well, that's on and off and that does something. That must be tone. Does something. Could be speed even. Right. Should we throw caution to the wind, guys? Yes, first of all, let's just have a game of plug roulette. As invented by Chris Gear, no idea. Not heard that from him for a bit and the plug looks like he's got a break in it. Whoops. It looks wide okay, acceptable. Well, it's not really, but it'll do. Somebody, somewhere, doesn't know how to wire a plug. That is not very the best of wiring, but it'll do for right. That must be record level. That must be stop. Rewind doesn't work. Let's pause. Don't know what that is. Fast forward does, but makes a racket. Let's just lift the tape off a minute. What's happening is the table's dropping and the tape's hitting the deck. And that's why there we are. That probably just needs a service. The belt feels okay. Let's see what this button here does. Well, that turns something down, I don't know what. It's the tone. Dirty switch. Don't know what that does. Right, that's fast forward in there, and it shouldn't be. It should be rewind. So it's not swinging over. And that's pause. Only works when you hold it down. So it needs some work, guys. It needs work. It needs work. But not terrible, is it? There we go, that's why you take the tape off it. It's not terrible. Don't like these damn screws they've used. Oh well, they're coming out. Chuck them in there. So it is sort of working. It is sort of working, but not. There we go. Let's lift, if it will. I've taken all the screws out, can't see any more, so I would expect this to, this is all one moulding, so I would expect this to lift off, but it's not going to. I don't expect those screws there to come out the bottom. Usually what you don't expect, it usually is, isn't it? they're certain they certainly feel too long to be just holding 4 feet on. Do 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 do. I'll look at the chat in a minute, see how bad this thing is. It sounded slow, but there again, they used to say that tape wasn't done on another machine that was running slow. But it's probably this. It's probably got a whole lot of things that have to be done. I've got a feeling that this just pulls the bottom off. But there again, I thought the top would have just come off. See if we get a screwdriver under there, which it looks like it was meant to do. There we are. Get in the side there we go. Right, the bottom needs a clean. Yay! The great big, we've got that there which is fell out, that could have been touching somewhere, we don't know. Put it in there. It wasn't touching anywhere, but it could have been at some point. There for sockets, voltage changer, that's your flywheel there, idlers, all looks intact. Motor here, valves, got an EZ80, that'll be an EL84 or something daft like that, or an ECL82. There'll be a couple of ECC83s in it, which are here. Let's see if I can turn it so you can see the inside. See what that difference that makes to it. And I'll zoom in if I can. I'm just waiting for the view to change. Let's have a look at the, oh hang on, it's changing. I'll zoom in a little bit and you can all have a gander. Oh yeah, that's as far as I can bloody zoom in. And that's as far as I can zoom in. Oh hang on, I've gone too far now. I've gone too far because I'm looking at that. That'll do. Right, see where that takes us. Let's have a look at the chat while that's making his mind up. Let's see what we've got going on here at the chat, because yeah, it's got a huge flywheel in its early 60s, isn't it? Hang on, the whole bloody screen's moving up. There we go. Get off. Yeah, that record deck's not that bad, Paul. It's a bit crusty, but we'll get there with it. Yeah. Yeah, basically, Paul's saying he'd give it a good home. It looks absolutely beautiful. What, the tape deck or the record deck? I mean, the record deck's going in the deck of Leon. That's what I bought it for. Right, so that didn't get us anywhere by taking the bottom off. Well, it did, because we'll need to do some recapping and stuff, or we need to go through it. But essentially, it is working to a point, isn't it? So there's the big smoother there, and that's probably going to have to be got off through the top. Yeah, there's like a bloody great big wide belt there. So should we try and lift? Ooh, what's that there? Ooh, big lump of shit. Let's try and lift the top off it, shall we? I'll zoom out a bit. I'll tell you what, I'll look round at that monitor there and zoom out, because that's doing it in real time. There we are, that'll do. Right, let's try and get the oh, hang on. That only holds the speaker. Right. It's supposed to just slide off, I think. That's your button there. What's that for? Well, that's nothing to do with it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, nobody thought of telling me that, did they? A couple of fucking screws, there's a screw hidden in there. Well, that has to come out. That has to come off. Yep. Nobody thought of telling me that. Cheers, guys. Leaving me to struggle. Thank you, chaps. Wonder how many of you actually knew that. You have to take the strap off. And the strap hardware. This might polish up quite nicely. I'm not a big fan of cassette tape recorders. It has to be said. I don't really have particularly much luck with them. But I thought, well, why not? I thought, why not? It's £15. There we are, guys. Something's happening now. There we go. Right, put that on the top of there for now. Right. Now, the take count has come off. That's why that's not working. The take counter belt's off. Which probably... I'm not going to service this tonight, obviously not. But I can plug it back in now, we can see it naked. We can plug it back in, stick the switch on it. Whoops, there's a rubber thing. Don't lose our rubbers. And I'll put that other switch on in case we get that horrible noise and we can shut it up. But yeah, they all needs a good service. Pinch roller looks okay. Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah, and that's for the selecting the tracks. Right, well that's running there, so let's put it into rewind. Take that belt off that counter, that's screaming its tits off. What's happened here is it's the clutch. Yeah, it's got to be, yeah, because this is going. Yeah, that's going. Now let's put it in fast forward. Yeah, all this is going. Put it in fast forward. And that's... Yeah, that's okay. So what it really is, let's turn it off. So what it is, it's the clutch on this side. Yeah, because we take the brake off, there we are. Look at that. Because if I turn that like that, put all that there, turn it back on. See what I mean? Yeah, it's just the clutch. It's just the clutch on that side. It needs a bit of attention because it was burning to death. See what I mean? Right. And I think the speaker might be a bit fucked. Right. Don't know yet. It needs a good clean. Yeah, and it's got that fucking dirty big belt. There's a brush there for cleaning the belt. It doesn't contact it though, but that's, we'll take all that off. The belt feels good. The belt actually feels good. It all feels good. It needs a good clean. Let's pull the plug out. Or turn it off even. So basically, can you get the tables out by going underneath? I'm not really a connoisseur of reel-to-reel tape recorders. I leave them to people like Harvey, those that enjoy fucking about with such things. But I am prepared to have a go, given that it was only a cheap one. So that's your... I'm not sure, I'll have to have a look in the manual. But that doesn't come out, there's the centre of the table there. That doesn't come out from the bottom, I'm certain. I think I think you access it from the top, but even then I could be wrong. I think you access it. You don't screw these off, do you? No, you don't. But yeah, if I can, that belt feels all right actually, but I might order one in because, and then you should have another belt. Looks like a flat belt, but I could be wrong. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now. Because I don't know what that button there does, but whatever that does, it releases it. That stop button releases it, and that's record, which doesn't go down. But you might have to press no. No. There we are. It just needs a bit of, it needs a good cleaning, folks. That's for sure. And I need to see if I've got the manual for it to take it apart and have a look. And but all in all, do I think it was worth £15 of my money? Yeah, definitely. And it's easy to get into. To recap, that capacitor's right there. I can get onto all that, no problem. I'll check that cap if it needs doing, it will get replaced. If it doesn't, it won't. Because even though I can get into it there, it's got to be a bit of a bastard. But I think we've got pads there for cleaning, that feels a bit gummy. But yeah, so I've got to sort this out. And I think you get them out. Let's just turn it around. I think I've just figured out how it comes off. I think you move the brake out the way. And yeah. How about that, eh? Didn't take much sussing out, did it? Wonder if that's part of it. Do we know? Is that part of it? Yeah, it is. Because there's a little square. Oh, hang on. The whole lot comes out when you take that off. Wow. Yeah, there's your pin there. Yeah, that sits on the top there. And I've just lost a plastic washer. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Turn that round, drop that into place. This all is supposed to be, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but we'll see if we can clean it off. It looks like somebody's put something on there to try and deal with the problem of adhesion instead of fixing the problem. So what we'll do, because the foam pad's in there, and is that the right way up? Yeah, it's got to be on it. Yeah, because that grips that. Yeah. That being said, yeah. Let's press that out of the way, there we go. It'll make it easier to put that back on in a minute. We'll give that a clean. I think somebody's added that whatever that brown stuff is. Won't come off anyway. It won't come off. And I'm thinking that there should be rubber in there. Have I got anything I can pick it with? I've got a feeling there should be rubber in there. Will this pull off? Yeah, it will. But I've got a feeling that there should be rubber. Yeah, and what's happened, I know what's happened. Let me just get rid of that off there for a minute. I think I know what's happened, and it might be a bit of a problem. Now let's take this out of here. Let's just unhook the belt, but I don't want it coming all the way off. So I'm going to hook the belt round there. Put that up. There's two wash off, and there's one or two little one. Now, these are supposed to be rubber. Or are they? No, the cork. I thought the rubber, not the cork. You have to be inventive in this game. Right. 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 Well, what I'm thinking, I'm going to dig this cork out of here. It's cork, isn't it? Yeah, if I'd have been watching the chat, I would have known that, because Harvey's been trying to tell me. So if I dig the cork out, I mean, I've got to dig it out, because it's knackered anyway, so we'll dig that out. Get rid of all that. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, wonder if I can use that file. To just right. All I need to do now, does it have to be cork, Harvey? Could I not? Could I not use rubber? I mean, does it have to be cork? You know? Could I not use rubber? Could I just not put 3 rubber inserts in there and just make sure they stick up a little bit? You know? And we're gonna have to, I mean that stuff's gonna have to come off there. Which it will. I'll just scrape off. Let's get the Stanley knife. Well, I could probably just sand that. Probably just hit that with sandpaper. But that's what's causing the problem. Yeah. I don't see why, if I can't get 3 rubbers and put a rubber in each one of them and rubber a grip onto there beautifully, and it wouldn't wear down as much either. Be a lot better than the cork ever was. Well, what's your opinion on that, Harvey? Putting rubber. Let's put this washer over here, and I know it has to come off for the thing to go back on for tonight. There we go. Let's put the IPA away. I'm doing nothing else tonight now. But I think what we need to do here, we need to consider the fact, and so let's see what Harvey's saying about it. It's early 60s, yeah, that we do know. Right, can I use 3 pieces of rubber in there, Harvey? You know, could I put 3 pieces of rubber in there, just slightly raised, rather than putting cork in? Could I do that? It would work, wouldn't it? It would certainly grip with rubber in it, wouldn't it? So because I can probably find 3 rubbers that'd fit in there. Pencil rubbers will probably fit, and I've got some of those. What do you think? What does anybody think? Right, well what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure that with my micrometer. That hole I've cleaned out, fuck this, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure this with my micrometer, and I'm gonna order a bar of cork. I'm gonna try and order a bar of cork, and I'm gonna cut it down to the lengths I need, and I won't glue it in. I'll just put it in as a tight fit, so that when it has to be replaced, it can be replaced easy. But I think that's the way to go with this. Let's see what time we're on. I'm not going yet, but I just want to see what time we're on. Because see what time it is. Oh, it's only 9:37. It's still early yet, guys. So basically, there's nothing I can do with this. I'll put this back together in the morning. Yeah, I'll put this back together in the morning, sort of, or put it to one side, so that I can get Paul's record player back up onto the bench, and get that reassembled, because that's fixed. That just needs putting back together. And this other stuff for the garage will go in the... Have you fucked off, Harvey? Why is my belly showing like that? Have I gone off? I've not gone off, have I? No? My fucking belly showing like that. Oh, it wasn't my belly, it was my bloody arm. I thought it was my belly. Are you still there, Harvey, or have you fucking fell asleep, you cunt? Right. Right, because all I've got here, hang on, all I've got here, oh hang on, message removed. No, I haven't yet, Paul, but don't worry, I'm on it. Yeah, what do you call it? It might not have moved on the thing, mightn't it? There we are. Right. Yeah, the chat might. Yeah, there we are. We're working now. Yeah, the thing wasn't right. There was something not playing ball. It's working now. Yeah, it's working now. I've got that now. Alignment rather. Yeah. Have you sourced any parts of my? Yeah, I understand that, Harvey. Yeah, and yeah, just not too proud. Just enough. So yeah, just enough for the grip in it. Really, you want them enough for the grip. I'll have a look. See if we've got the manual. If we've got the manual, that'll help me out. If I haven't, then I'll look at it. I'll look at getting it. But the fast forward ones, let's have a look at that one. The one that does the fast forward, because that seemed to work better, didn't it? Oh, they've worn and all. Yeah, they've worn and all, so yeah. There we go, they're the same. Right, well, what we're gonna do. Yep. I've got an idea how to do it now, Harvey. But like I was saying, Harvey, could I make those inserts out of rubber? I mean, does it actually have to be cork, or have you never tried it? Yeah, I know, but it's handy to have the manual, because then you know how proud the things need to be without having to keep pulling it apart and shaving them down. I've got an idea. I mean, they've got to be fit to last. They've got to be fairly proud enough to last about 10 years without wearing. Never tried rubber. Play it by ear, yeah. Right, well, what I'll do, I'll look at the manual and it'll tell me if I've got the manual for it, and it'll tell me the size. It should give me. I mean, I can measure the sides of the thing. I can measure the cork, the hole, but with my micrometer, and order a bar of cork that size, and then just order a round bar of cork and just cut it down to the sizes I need. So I might even just do that. Yeah, there is a reason why they cork, so they fucking wear out. That's the reason. So they wear out. But it all needs a good cleaning here. It's manky as hell. But no, I've not sourced what we need for that other deck. Really, we've got the tone arm. It's completely arm apart from the fact the spring's missing. That's not a problem. It's getting the springs easy enough. I probably even got one somewhere. But it's the arm. It's the height adjuster. That's the problem. I don't have an height adjuster for that arm. I did have one of them arms that was broke in half, and I threw it away, and I didn't bother saving the height adjuster off it. I mean, didn't see the need. But you know, I think the thing to do, Paul, is wait for a scabby deck to come in, which one will eventually. You know, there's only two ways. Hang on a minute. There's only two ways really you can approach this situation. You can either buy a record player to get the deck, or you can buy, you know, you can hang out until one comes along. You know, you could try looking out. You know, maybe buy a shitter where you can rob the deck from. But I don't know. But I have got one of those decks. The only problem is it's in a record player that's working absolutely perfectly. So, you know, we're not going to do that, are we? We're not going to strip the deck out of it. It's in a Perdio DJ. And the arm adjusters from the UA16 and 15 won't work. They won't work. In that arm they won't fit. It's a different adjuster. Oh, rubber is too grippy. Well, if you've got the height adjuster, then send me the height adjuster down, and don't let me worry about the threads. Let me get the arm now, and we'll have a quick look at it now, because it's on the workbench. I put it there. Well, at least it was. It should still be here somewhere. I was looking at it earlier. Now, I see your point, Paul. Right, now we can do something. We can do something here, because I think I've got the pin. I don't know, have you got the pin that goes through that, Paul? The pin that goes through. Oh, well, hang on a minute. See, there's nothing wrong with the arm. The thing there that the spring goes in is missing, the retainer. That's not a problem. You can make something to go into there. But yeah, the threads may be stripped, but the plastic isn't cracked. Now let me try something. I mean, we've got nothing to lose because it's a shitter anyway, so we've got nothing to lose. So let me try something. Because it's a shitter anyway, so. But what I'm thinking is, There you go, Paul. That's a perfect fit, that screw. It's gone in. It's gone in, and it hasn't and it's gone and it's gone tight, and the plastic hasn't cracked. So if you get the height adjuster to me, we can do something there. Right, you get the bits to me, Paul. I can sort this out for you. You know, I mean, because there's nothing wrong with the arm. I mean, the screw I've just put in, it just comes slightly out of the top there. It's slightly a bit too long. But that being said, that's not an issue. I'm going to leave that screw in there now because that's what we use. And I'll put the tone arm up there, out of the way, so that we know where it is. Now you get the bits to me and the pin, and there shouldn't be anything else missing, should there? Let me have a look. I know there should be a little clamp. There should be a pin and a clamp and a screw. Well, the clamp is there. The screw is there. The pin you said you've got. The loop for the spring is not broken off. You haven't got the spring, but we could sort that out probably. With 2 transit screws and a centre spindle missing, we can sort that out. Right, any bits you can find off that, send them to me, and I've got a scrapper in the shed. So I'll see if that's got the spring on it. I know it hasn't got. I know it's got the wrong arm, but it might have the spring. Let's just see what Paul's saying, because he's communicating by WhatsApp. Right, well if you get all that to me, Paul, I can fix that out. I can fix that deck, and then there's no need for you to replace it, because there's nothing wrong with the deck. You know? Get the bits to me, we'll do it for you. We'll get that done, we'll get it stripped, serviced, all put back together, working good. And you can put it back in your player. But tomorrow I want to get your Dansette back together. Get your Dansette back together tomorrow. But that being said, when I put that screw might be a bit tad long now, and it's only just. But remember, when I put the height adjuster plate back in, that'll take a bit of space up, so you know that'll compensate, so the screw's probably the right length. By the time I put the plate in and the screw back in, it won't come through the top. But yeah, we've got a screw for that now, so that's done. Yeah, I know, I agree with you there, Harvey, but unfortunately people did back in the day, you see. Hang on. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, folks, but you know what they say, it's better out than in. That was a bit of a, how many have we got? What I've got, still got 14 watching. I thought that was me gut, it's not, it's me bloody arm. And it's very disconcerting sitting here seeing things happen after they've already happened. JRH, who's JRH, or is it somebody saying hi? Because they called JR. Yeah, that was a Donald, yeah. He's trying to get back in him, isn't he? Old Trumpy bum. Yeah, he's trying to get back in. Yeah. Well, what we'll do, we shall get some cork ordered. We'll get a bar of cork ordered, and we'll get this machine back into tip-top running condition. We'll give it a clean. I might order a new belt for it, I might not, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. I have to be in a good mood to spend money. There's only one belt on this. I think there is, isn't there? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think there's one belt that runs through the whole bloody machine, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, there is. Just one belt runs through the whole machine. Yeah. Oh. I'll do that one day and I'll be sorry I did. Yeah, it's just one bloody big belt that runs through the bloody machine. Yeah. Yeah, it goes round both tables, round that little idler wheel there, round them, about it crosses over the top of the motor, or goes round. Not sure how they're doing that. Oh yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, round the motor. Yeah. I wonder how much of the machine you have to strip down to get that fucker out of there. It's got to get cleaned, lubricated, and I'm going to order a bar of cork in a bit when I finish on here. I'll jump on Fleabay and order myself a bar of cork. It can't be too expensive for a bar of bloody cork. I'll just do it the way Phillips did it. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of here soon, folks, because I need to let Scraps out soon because he's starting to get to the point where he's whinging. And so tomorrow night is going to be the concluding part. I think it's the concluding part. Yeah, it will be, won't it? It'll be the concluding part of Paul's Dansette Conquest, Auto Conquest even. Be the concluding part of that because the amp will be going back in tomorrow. The record deck and the cartridge will be going in. He provided a cartridge. He provided 2 full 5 which are knackered and 2 BSR. One of them's a bit crackly but the other one works perfectly, so that's the one I'll put in this. And the other one I'll take apart and see if I can make it a bit better, and it will go in. It can go in the this UA25. So you can take that back with him with a cartridge in it. So yeah, I think I think we've got quite a bit done tonight. We've managed to look at 3 things. One's done, one's nearly done, one's needs to go in vinegar. I've got some white vinegar in the thing. I'll see if I've got enough to cover that lot. If not, I'll have to go out and buy one tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna let me just go and let him out, folks, because I can hear him. He's stood there whinging. Let me go and let him out. And I could do the pee myself actually. Oh Jesus! Oh God! Oh, I'm stiff, man. Yeah. Well, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna order some cork, and we'll do the job and do it properly. Come on, son. Come on. Good boy. Ooh. Yay. Go and have a pee. What can you do? What can you Yeah, I've just noticed some of my cheese slices have gone missing. I bet Christine's been chucking them down a grub tunnel. Oh, mine will be perfectly round, Harvey, because I've got to order a bar. I'm going to order a bar of the correct diameter. So it just slips in there. I won't glue it in case it ever has to be replaced. Because when it's all together it won't fall out anyway. So yeah, we just want to I'll get it ordered. And I'm not going to muck about trying to cut it, get it round. I'll order a piece of round cork. You must be able to get it. I mean, Philip's got it to make that, so it must be. You must be able to get it. Can I give Jan a mention? I certainly can. Hello, Jan, love. Are you alright? Hope you're having a good day. Hope everything's going well. And yeah, of course you can have a mention, love, anytime you want, no worries. I don't like the thought that anybody feels left out on here. No. If anybody wants, if there's more than one person watching and they want to they want the other person, they want me to give a shout out to the other person who's next to them, because they've not got control of the keyboard or whatever, then yeah, no, you go for it. Ask me. No, I don't mind. If anybody who's just sat there not taking part but wants me to say hello to them, of course I will. I don't have an issue with that. No way do I. No, you want to say hello, you want me to say hello, I'll do that. There you go, Jan. A nice friendly hello from the fat man in Stockport, and he said Scotland. I used to live in Scotland in the early 90s. I liked it, but it was just too damn cold. That Scottish breeze used to blow up your britches. Ooh, what? It was cold. But it was a lovely place to live. The people were dead friendly as well. Yeah, you use UHU glue. I won't use any glue, Harvey, because I don't think they would. I'm actually thinking that they won't be good. They wouldn't have been glued in the first place. I think they were a press fit, and the reason why I think that is I think they just got sticky and gungy over the years, and that's why they look like they glued in. But I think they're a press fit. Them, the ones I'm putting in will be, in case they ever have to be replaced. I take it Jan's your good lady wife there, Paul. Because I'm not sure what your wife's called, because I don't think you've ever said. But I'm assuming that's your good lady. Yeah, Harvey's restoring a Stellophone from 1960. Yeah, I'll check that one out, Harvey. Hard to get small cork. It's a good job you spelt that one right, innit? Pads the right thickness. Yeah, but you take them down, Harvey. As long as I'll find it. Trust me. If Philips were able to get it to make that, then I'll get it. Trust me, I'll find it. I know that. I know. I'll tell you one thing. I haven't got any cork in here. I know I've definitely got nothing that will suffice. But no, I'm not going to use any glue. I'm going to put them. I'm just going to dry fit them. Yeah, so otherwise no one will see enemy. Oh, Paul, you naughty man. What you? I don't know. He doesn't mean that, Jan. If he did, he'd have left the room rather sharp. Yeah. Yeah, Christine's supposed to be coming back over. She hasn't been yet. I'll give her a ring, she does it to me. Hey. Yeah, you sort everything out, Paul, and I'll certainly. Been trying non-stop to tie. Sorry about that, Harvey. Sorry about that, mate. Yeah, I don't know. Just going through my shit while I'm talking to you. I've got one notification. Oh, there's one message that was from you, Harvey. I just read that. Oh, hang on a minute. Give that a jiggle. I've got 4 notifications. Wizard Andy sent you a friend request. I'll confirm that. He's a friend. Posted microchips and yeah. Yeah, microchips hasn't been on for a couple of nights, but what day is it today? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, he puts his video up on Friday. He puts his video up on Friday. He's doing that, what do you call it? He's doing that Marco that he got from me. Yeah, he's modifying that Marco that he got from me. I can't wait to see what he does with it actually. Yeah, looking forward to watching his video on it. You know. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, Odge Nodges was live, or he put something up 2 minutes ago. He's not on here, I don't think, but I'm just looking at what's been put up on YouTube earlier. I'll find something to watch while I eat my supper. But yeah, I'll be going shortly. It's 10:10 now, isn't it? So I'll be going shortly. No worry about it. No worry about it. That's what the channel's for. It's you bought cork rolls. Yeah, that's probably what I'll buy. You can see what I used in the video. Well, I'll have a look, Harvey. But yeah, I'll try and get them this size. If not, then I'll have to do what you did. But the pinch roller looks okay. It looks discoloured, but it's still rubbery. It's not. I can't dig my fingers into it and gouge it out. So pinch roller still feels nice, and yeah, it feels all right. That, because that's half the battle. That if the pinch rollers fuck, then there's no point going any further with them. But I'm going to leave it there now, folks. I think because it's now 10:10. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to jump on the. I'm going to get the calipers out, digital caliper out, and I'm going to jump on. The computer, and have a look on eBay, and see what I can find in the way of cork, and just buy a bar of cork, and I should be able to hopefully try and get the one I want, the size I need, and get this little tape recorder back into operation. Give it all a good cleaning, and that switch down there, wherever that is, it's down buried in the mechanism, that needs cleaning. I don't think we need to worry about recapping, because well not recapping that capacitor anyway, because changing that, because it seems to work and there's no hums. So yeah, but this will go on the back burner for a few days, because I want to get Paul's record player back together for him, and that'll be ready for when he next visits and collects it. We should have the Philly Shave Twist or something appropriate playing on that tomorrow night. You know, that's what's coming up tomorrow. It'll be the final part of the Dansette, the Dansette Auto Conquest. And you all take it easy and join me in the next one tomorrow night, and yeah, we'll get that sorted, and then we'll probably get the little garage sorted. I'm going to put them bits of vinegar in a few minutes. I'll bring scraps back in. Well, at least I did get a 5-pin DIN lead with this anyway. You know, it came with a 5-pin DIN lead. I mean, that's not all bad, is it? I mean, it's a nice sealed one as well, moulded one. It's, you know, probably fucked. Well, at least it came with it. Anyway, folks, you all take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, and you all stay safe. Andy, see if you can't get the spare. See if you can get the spare sent out to me when you can. Let me know about. I will do. Don't worry, Harvey. You're still there. It's, you know, it's still is coming to you. Hang on. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, it's still coming to you, but I'll try and get that out one day next week. I've got a box I think it should fit in. I don't know how I'm going to pack it, because I've not got a lot of packing stuff, but then again, it don't work anyway, and you're only going to use it for spares. So you know, I don't. Oh, for a minute there, I was just reading that grease tin. It says available in there. I thought it said for arseholes. I was going to say, what? It says aerosols. I thought it said arseholes for a second there. I was going to say, what? Anyway, folks, listen, you all take it easy, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now. Right. So, scoot over to here. There we go. And we're all sorted. And good night, and stay safe. Bye for now. Oh, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Bye for now, folks.